Hello children, hope you all are doing good. I have seen your homeworks, you did it well, very good. Likewise, do your homework regularly, okay? Have you all learnt what I have taught you in the previous classes? I will ask you some questions, okay? To test that you have learnt or not. Okay, take your homework notebook. Write it now, okay? Write only the answers. Should send this along with your homeworks. Okay? Yes, have you all taken your homework notebook? Okay, the first question. Anything which occupies space and has mass and is perceived by our senses is called dash. Anything which occupies space and has mass and is perceived by our senses is called dash. Second question. The intermolecular space between the particles is dash in solids. The intermolecular space between the particles is dash in solids. Have you all written, children? In the third question, dash occupies space. Dash occupies space. And then the fourth question, all solids are highly dash and generally dash. All solids are highly dash and generally dash. And then the last one, gases have dash shape. Gases have dash shape. Should write definite, indefinite, like that you should write the answer, okay? Okay, have you all answered, children? Okay, good. We can recall, okay? We have learned what we have learned in the previous classes. We will recall, okay? Okay, what is the name of the lesson? Our first lesson is matter, okay? What is meant by matter? Anything which occupies space and has mass and is perceived by our senses is called matter, okay? And then we have learnt about molecules and substance, is it? Matter is made up of tiny particle. The tiny particle is called molecule, okay? And then substance, what is meant by substance? Matter is made up of one kind of particles. The particles are called substance, okay? We know, is it? Matter can neither be created and nor be destroyed, is it? And then we have learnt about some physical properties. What are those physical properties? State, color, odor, density, solubility, melting point and boiling point. And then matter occupies space and matter has mass. Is it? We have learnt all these, is it? And then we have learnt about the three states of matter. What are the three states of matter? Solids, liquids and gases, okay? Yes, solids have definite volume and definite shape. It is highly rigid and its intermolecular space is very less, okay? And then about liquid, it has definite volume but indefinite shape and it is less rigid and the gap is more than solid, okay? And then about gases, gases have indefinite shape and indefinite volume and it is least rigid, okay? And then the gap is very large, is it? Even more than liquid, okay? மற்ற எல்லா சாலிட்ஸ் லிக்விட்ஸை விட கேஸில் கேப் ரொம்ப ஜாஸ்தியாக இருக்கும், இஸ் இட்? and then we know, is it, matter occupies space, okay, and then matter has mass. These all are the physical quantities we have learnt, is it? And then in the last class we have learnt about the characteristics of 3 states of matter, is it? Before recalling the characteristics, we will see some new words, okay? Already you have written some new words. Okay, if you have space in there, you can write this along with that. If you didn't have any space, okay, take a fresh page and write it, okay? No problem. Okay, the first is melting, okay? Melting in Tamil, urugudal, karaidal, okay? Urugudal அல்லது karaidal, okay? And vaporization, ஆவியாதல், okay? Vaporization, ஆவியாதல். And then condensation, ஆவி நீராதல், okay? Condensation, ஆவி நீராதல், okay? And then freezing, உறைதல், freezing, உறைதல், okay? And then compressible, அழுத்தக்கூடிய அல்லது சுருக்கக்கூடிய, okay? Compressible, அழுத்தக்கூடிய அல்லது சுருக்கக்கூடிய, okay? Can we repeat it? Melting, உருகுதல் அல்லது கரைதல், okay? And then vaporization, ஆவியாதல், okay? ஆவியாதல், vaporization, ஆவியாதல். Then condensation, ஆவி நீராதல், okay? And then freezing, உறைதல், compressible, அழுத்தக்கூடிய அல்லது சுருக்கக்கூடிய, okay? Write it in your classwork notebook, okay? I will give you time. Write fast. Have you all written, children? Can we read it again? Melting, உருகுதல் அல்லது கரைதல், okay? Melting, உருகுதல் அல்லது கரைதல், okay? Vaporization, ஆவியாதல், okay? Vaporization, ஆவியாதல். Then condensation, ஆவி நீராதல், okay? Condensation, ஆவி நீராதல். Then freezing, உறைதல், okay? Freezing, உறைதல். Then compressible, அழுத்தக்கூடிய சுருக்கக்கூடிய, okay? அழுத்தக்கூடிய சுருக்கக்கூடிய. Okay, have you all completed? These are the characteristics we have seen in the last class, okay? Characteristics of 3 states of matter, is it? What are the 3 states of matter? Solid, liquids and gases, is it? The first is space. Solids occupy space, liquids occupy space, and then gases also occupy space, okay? And then second one, mass, okay? Solids have mass and liquids have mass and also gases have mass, okay? And then the third is volume. Volume means the space occupied by the matter, is it? So solids have definite volume, and then liquids have also definite volume, and then gases have no definite volume, is it? It occupies the space of the container, is it? So that we are saying it has no definite volume, okay? Definite இந்த ஷேப்ல தான் இருக்கும் அப்படி இந்த இவ்வளவு தான் ஸ்பேஸ் ஆக்குபை பண்ணும் அப்படி சொல்ல முடியாது, is it? So that we are saying it has no definite volume, okay? And then shape, solids have definite shape, is it? Okay, ice cube has definite shape, is it? Cube shape. And then liquid has no definite shape, is it? Yeah, glass of water, it shows the shape of the glass. If it is a water bottle, it shows the shape of the water bottle, is it? So gases also have no definite shape, okay? And then the next is arrangement of particles. In the solids, it is very closely packed, okay? Solids are closely packed. Okay, see, if it is a cube, ice cube means it is closely packed, is it? No spaces or in between it, so that it is very closely packed. And then about liquids, liquids are loosely packed. It can flow, is it? So that we are saying it is loosely packed. Okay, and then arrangement of particles of gases. Gases, the arrangement is, it is very loosely packed, is it? Gasesல intermolecular space ரொம்ப ஜாஸ்தியா இருக்கும், is it? So that we are saying far apart. Okay, and then the next character is space between the particles. Okay, in the solid we have minimum space, is it? We have already said in the arrangement it is closely packed. அப்ப ரொம்ப டைட் க்ளோஸா பேக் ஆயிருக்கும் போது ஸ்பேஸே இருக்காது, is it? So that we are saying minimum space between the particles in the solid. Okay, for the liquid the space is somewhat more than solid. Okay, solid விட liquid ஓட space வந்து கொஞ்சம் ஜாஸ்தியாவே இருக்கும். So that we are saying it is lightly packed, is it? Loosely packed, so that the space is also more than solid. Okay, and then gas, we have already said the arrangement of particles is far apart, so space is maximum, lot of space will be there. Okay, and then force of attraction. Okay, space is very minimum means space கம்மியா இருந்தா attraction ஜாஸ்தியா இருக்கும். Okay, so in the solid space it has minimum space, so force of attraction very strong. Okay, and then about liquids, the force of attraction is less strong. Okay, because the space is more than solid, is it? Solid விட space ஜாஸ்தியா இருக்கிறதுனால force of attraction it will be less. Okay, less force of attraction. Okay, and then the next is the force of attraction of gas is very weak. Okay, why it is very weak? The space between the particles is maximum. Space ரொம்ப நிறைய இருக்கிறதுனால force of attraction very weak. Okay, it will be very weak. Okay, and then the next is movement of atoms. Okay, what is the movement of atoms? In the particle the atoms will move here and there. Okay, in all the particles the atoms will move or vibrate here and there. Okay, in solids it vibrate at their positions. Okay, it will be in the same position அதே place. If you are saying about the ice cube, yes, ice cube is made up of water, is it? Many droplets of water combine to freeze to form an ice cube, is it? So in the atom it has no space, is it? The space between the particles is minimum, is it? So that it has no spaces, so that it is vibrating. Okay, அதே அந்த atoms வந்து அந்த ice cube ல இருக்கிற atoms it will be in the same place but it will be vibrating. Okay, இப்படி vibrate ஆகிக்கிட்டே இருக்கும். Okay, and then the next is liquid, the movement of atoms is in continuous motion. Okay, it can flow, is it? So it is in continuous motion, நல்லா மூவ் ஆகிக்கிட்டே இருக்கும், continuous motionல மூவ் ஆகிட்டே இருக்கும். Okay, and then about gas, the gas will move in the random motion. Okay, it has maximum free space, is it? So that it can move here and there. Okay, it will be moving in the random motion. Okay, and then about the last is about compressibility. Okay, solid we can't compress it, is it? It is very hard, it is very rigid, so that we can't compress it. So the solids have very less compressibility. Okay, it is not compressed. Okay, and about liquid, it can be slightly compressed. Okay, it can be slightly compressed. In the last class itself I explained about the compressibility, is it? If you have squeezed water bottle, having filled with water means it will little bit rise, is it? You will play in the school, is it? Water bottle வச்சு விளையாடுவோம்ல, if you had squeezed it means the water level will be raised up, is it? So that we are saying it is slightly compressed. Okay, and then the next about gas. Okay, if you are squeezing the empty water bottle நல்லா அமுக்க முடியும், அப்படிதானே? So that we are saying it is highly compressed. Okay, that's all about the characteristics of the three states of matter. Okay, first we have learnt about space, mass, volume, shape, arrangement of particles, and then space between the particles, force of attraction, movement of atoms, and then compressibility. Yes, have you all understood all these? Okay, today we are going to see about changing states of matter. Okay, changing states of, we have 3 states of matter, is it? What are they? Solids, liquids, and gases, is it? What are the 3 states of matter? Solids, liquids, and gases. Okay, each and every state can be converted into one another. Okay, each and every state can be converted into one another. If solid can be converted into liquid, or liquid can be converted into gases, or gases can be converted into liquid, and also liquid to solid. Okay, each and every state can be converted into one another. Okay, so this conversion from one state to another state, we'll call it as change of state of matter. Okay, each and every state can be converted into one another. Okay, so this is called change of state of matter. Okay, yeah, what do you mean by change of state of matter? Matter can change from one state to another state with the change in temperature and pressure. Okay, if it is happening means that is called change of state of matter. Okay, matter can change from one state to another state. Okay, that is the first point. And then with the change in temperature and pressure. Okay, change ஆகணும். எப்படி change ஆகணும்? With the change in temperature and pressure change ஆகும்போது இந்த state வந்து another state மாறணும். That is called as change of state of matter. Okay, matter can change from one state to another state with the change in temperature and pressure. It is called as change of state of matter. Okay, can we repeat? Matter can change from one state to another state with the change in temperature and pressure. That is called as change of state of matter. Okay, can you all clear in this, children? Children, what is meant by interconversion of matter? The change of state of matter from one state to another state and back to its original state is called interconversion of matter, is it? The change of state of matter from one state to another state and back to its original state is called interconversion of matter. Okay, first of all we will see the conversion of solid to liquid. Okay, yes, the process of conversion of solid to liquid is called as melting. Okay, the process of conversion of solid to liquid is called melting. Okay, for example, ice cube to water. Okay, if you are placing the ice cube outside means it will melt, is it? It will melt and will get water. That is the example of melting. Okay, okay, when does melting takes place? When does melting takes place? Okay, if you are placing that ice cube outside the fridge, it becomes a liquid. We get water, is it? How that melting takes place? How we get water? Because of heat, is it? In the outside, in the atmosphere, there is some heat, is it? Or else, if we should place that ice cube in the pan and we should heat it, on that time also we will get liquid, is it? Water, is it? So because of heating only melting takes place. Okay, and then in your book they had explained on the basis of the kinetic theory of matter. Okay, but I didn't taught you kinetic theory of matter. In the next class I will taught you the kinetic theory of matter, but today in this class I will explain what is in that. Okay, I'll explain it in simple words. Okay, first we said, yes, the process of conversion of solid to liquid is called melting. What is the example of melting? Ice cube to water, is it? Yes. When will the melting takes place? On heating, the melting takes place, is it? Okay, on heating, if if you are putting that ice cubes on the pan and if you are heating means the intermolecular space, that means the gap between the particles increases, okay. Yes, you can see in the picture in page number 8, figure 1.6, you can see, okay, the gap between the molecules is increasing, is it? If we are heating that ice cube, the gap between the molecules, okay, and the molecules இடையில இருக்கிற ஸ்பேஸ் வந்து இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகுது, ஓகேயா. அந்த ஸ்பேஸ் இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகுறதுனால அதுக்கு இடையில இருக்கிற ஃபோர்ஸ் ஆஃப் அட்ராக்ஷன், ஒவ்வொரு மாலிகூல்ஸுக்கு இடையில இருக்கிற ஃபோர்ஸ் ஆஃப் அட்ராக்ஷன் ஆல்சோ it gets decreases, okay. What we have learned, on heating the intermolecular space, that means the gap between the particles increases, and then the force of attraction also decreases, okay, and then we will get the liquid, okay. What is meant by melting? The process of conversion of solid to liquid is called melting. Example, ice cube to water, okay, and on heating melting takes place, is it? On heating melting takes place. And then what we have learned, while heating the ice cube, the gap between the particles increases, okay, and then the force of attraction between the molecules decreases, okay. Gap ஜாஸ்தி ஆகிறதுனால அந்த force of attraction ஒன்று அட்ராக்ட் பண்ணுறது வந்து கம்மி ஆகுது, ஓகே. So that you will get the liquid, okay. So the process of conversion of solid to liquid is called melting. And for example, ice cube to water, okay. On heating melting takes place, and while heating the intermolecular space between the particles increases, and then the force of attraction between the particles decreases. So molecules become free and solid starts changing into the liquid state, okay. Because of fusion it takes place, okay. Because of fusion the melting takes place, okay. Yes, have you all clear in this? So first we will discuss about solid to liquid, okay. The conversion of solid to liquid is called melting, okay. The process of conversion of solid to liquid is called melting, okay. Solid liquid மாறிச்சுனா அதுக்கு பேரு melting, okay. For example, we can say it as ice cube to water, okay. The process of conversion of solid to liquid is called melting, okay. When will melting takes place? We said yes, with a change in temperature and pressure, is it? So when will the melting takes place? On heating, is it? If we heat the ice cube, it will be converted into water. Or else if you have placed the ice cube outside, the heat produced will melt the ice cube, okay. Ice cube வந்து சூடாகும்போது it will melts into water, is it? So that it is called melting, okay. The process of conversion of solid to liquid is called melting, okay. Example, what is the example? Ice cube to water, okay. The conversion of ice cube to water, that is called melting. Can you all understand? Next we will see about the conversion of liquid to gas, okay. The conversion of liquid to gas, that is vapor. Conversion of liquid to vapor is called vaporization, okay. The conversion of liquid to gas is called vaporization, okay. The process of conversion of liquid to gas is called vaporization, okay. For example, the formation of water vapor on heating water, okay. On heating water we can see the water vapor, is it? வெண்ணி கொதிக்க வைக்கும்போது ஆவியா பறக்கும், is it? That அந்த ஆவியாதலுக்கு பேர் தான், that means vaporization, okay. We can see the vapors, is it? That is called vaporization. The process of conversion of liquid into gas is called vaporization. Yes, When does vaporization takes place? On boiling, is it? That means on heating. On heating, vaporization takes place. Okay, because of heating, the gap, the space between the molecules increases. Okay, the space between the molecules increases, and because of the intermolecular space increases, the force of attraction decreases. Okay, அந்த மாலிகூல்ஸுக்கு இடையில இருக்கிற கேப் வந்து ஜாஸ்தியானதுனால force of attraction வந்து decrease ஆயிடும். ஓகே, the intermolecular space between the molecules increases and the intermolecular force of attraction decreases. Okay, and finally we will get the vapor. Okay, so what we have learnt in vaporization, the process of conversion of liquid to gaseous state is called vaporization. Okay, for example, the formation of water vapor on heating water. Okay, when does vaporization takes place? Vaporization takes place on heating. Okay, and then what is the next point we have learned? The intermolecular space between the molecules of the liquid increases and the intermolecular force of attraction decreases. Okay, and finally we will get vapors. We can see vapors. Okay, this is called vaporization. Can you all understood, children? And the next term involved in the state of change of matter is vaporization. Okay, it is the conversion of liquid to gas. Okay, the process of conversion of liquid to gas is called vaporization. Okay, gas means vapor. Okay, here gas is called vapor. Okay, liquid vapor மாறுச்சு, ஆவியா மாறுச்சு அப்படின்னா that is called vaporization. Okay, here what is the example of vaporization? Formation of water vapor on heating. Is it? வெண்ணி கொதிக்க வைக்கும்போது the water vapor ஆவி இப்படி பறக்கும்ல, that is called vapor. Okay, on heating the water vapor will produce. Is it? So the process of conversion of liquid, if you are boiling the liquid means the vapor will come. Is it? So the process of conversion of liquid to gas is called vaporization. Okay, okay, on heating only it is the vapors are producing. Is it? And then what is the example? Formation of water vapor on heating water. Okay, what do you mean by vaporization? Process of conversion of liquid to gas is called vaporization. Okay, for example, formation of water vapor on heating water. Okay, can you all understand? Next we will see about the conversion of gaseous state to liquid state. Okay, the conversion of gas to liquid. Yes, what is meant by the conversion of gas to liquid? That is called liquefaction or condensation. Okay, the conversion of gas to liquid is called liquefaction or condensation. Okay, yes, what is the example? Water vapor. If the water vapor changes into water, that is called liquefaction or condensation. Okay, after boiling, while boiling we can see vapors. Is it? While boiling water we can see vapors. Is it? After that, if we had placed the lid, ஆவி வந்ததும் ஒரு லிட்டை தூக்கி அந்த இது மேலே போட்டுட்டேன் அப்படின்னா என்னாகும்? After some time, if you had taken the lid and see means we can see the water droplets there. Is it? That is called liquefaction or condensation. Okay, yes, see in the book page number 9, gaseous state to liquid state. The process of changing the state of matter from gases to liquid state without any fall in temperature is called liquefaction. Okay, there will be any fall in temperature. Okay, the process of changing the state of matter from gaseous to liquid state without any fall in temperature is called liquefaction or condensation. Okay. Yes. When will this condensation or liquefaction takes place? On cooling, is it? வெந்நியை கொதிக்க வைக்கும்போது water vapor வரும், is it? ஆவி வரும். At that time, if you have placed the lid there, means in the lid you can see the water droplets, is it? So on cooling the condensation takes place. Okay. And then here, because of cooling, the intermolecular space decreases, and then the intermolecular force of attraction increases. Okay. Because it is cooling, the gap between the molecules are decreasing. Okay. Gap when the decrease agradhanala force of attraction between the molecules are increasing. Okay. And finally we'll get the water, that is the process of conversion of gaseous state to liquid state is called condensation or liquefaction. Okay. Can you all understand? And the next term involved in change of state of matter is condensation. Okay. Condensation is the conversion of gas to liquid. Okay. Gas, that is vapor, to liquid. Okay. The process of conversion of gas to liquid is called condensation. Okay. Yes. What is the example? Water vapor to water, is it? If you have boiled the water vapor will come, is it? And the vapor and the ஆவி வந்துட்டு இருக்கும்போது lid போட்டு மூடிட்டேனா என்ன ஆகும்? In the lid we can see some water droplets, is it? So we are saying that process as condensation. Okay. So the process of conversion of vapor to liquid, that is gas to liquid, is called condensation. Okay. What is the example? Water vapor to water. Okay. The process of conversion of gas to liquid is called condensation. For example, water vapor to water. Okay. Okay. When will the condensation takes place? We have said yes. The change of state of matter will be happened in change in temperature and pressure, is it? Okay. In what temperature? When will the condensation takes place? On cooling, is it? Okay. When will the water vapor change into water? On cooling, is it? Boil ஆயிட்டிருக்க waterல water vapor வந்துட்டு இருக்கும்போது if you have placed the lid and turn off the stove, means we can see the water droplets in that lid, is it? So on cooling. Okay. So the condensation takes place on cooling. Okay. So what do you mean by condensation? The process of conversion of gas to liquid is called condensation. Okay. For example, water vapor to water. Okay. Can you all clear this? And the next we will see about liquid to solid, the conversion of liquid to solid. Okay. The conversion of liquid to solid is called freezing or solidification. Okay. The conversion of liquid to solid is called freezing or solidification. Okay. The process of conversion of liquid to solid is called freezing or solidification. Okay. Yes. For example, water. If you are freezing that water inside the freezer, means we'll get ice cubes, is it? That is the example. Okay. When will this freezing occurs? When will this freezing takes place? On cooling, is it? If you're cooling that water in the fridge, means the freezing takes place. Okay. And then here because of cooling, what happens? the gap between the particles decreases, okay? Because of cooling, the gap between the particles, that means the intermolecular space decreases, so that the intermolecular force of attraction between the particles increases, okay? Because we are cooling, that is it. Because of cooling, that the gap between the particles decreases, and then the force of attraction between the particles increases, okay? And we will get ice cubes, okay? What about freezing? Freezing is the process of conversion of liquid to solid, okay? For example, conversion of water to ice cube, okay? And then when will this freezing occurs? When will this freezing takes place? Freezing takes place on cooling, okay? Freezing takes place on cooling. And then because of cooling, the gap or the space, intermolecular space between the particles decreases, and then the force of attraction, that means the intermolecular force of attraction between the particles increases, okay? The intermolecular space between particles, space, that means the space decreases and the force of attraction increases, okay? Space கம்மியானதும் force of attraction வந்து ஜாஸ்தி ஆயிருது, okay? And then we will get ice cube, okay? This process is called freezing or solidification, okay? Can you all understood, children? And the next term is the conversion of liquid to solid, okay? Okay, the conversion of liquid to solid is called freezing, okay? The conversion of liquid to solid is called freezing, okay? In the process of conversion of liquid to solid is called freezing, okay? Freezing, we know, is it? If you have placed the ice cube in the fridge, if you have poured water in the freezer, what will happen? We will get ice cubes, is it? Because of freezing only, ice cube is produced, is it? So, what is the example? Water to ice, okay? The conversion of water to ice is called freezing, okay? Okay, what do you mean by freezing? The process of conversion of liquid to solid is called freezing, okay? What is the example? Water to ice, okay? When does freezing takes place? On cooling, is it? If you had cooled in the fridge means only you will get ice cube, is it? So, freezing takes place on cooling. Okay, children? Children, can we recall what we have learnt in this class? Okay, we have learnt about the characteristics of states of matter, is it? Yesterday also we learned that, but the remaining I had taught you today, is it? So, what are those characteristics? Space, mass, volume, shape, and then arrangement of particles, space between the particles, force of attraction, movement of atoms, and then compressibility, is it? These are the characteristics we have learned today, is it? Okay. And then change of state of matter, okay? Okay, what does mean by change of state of matter? Matter can change from one state to another state with the change in temperature and pressure, okay? Matter can change from one state to another state with the change in temperature and pressure. That is called change of state of matter or interconversion of states of matter, okay, children? We can call the change of state of matter as interconversion of state of matter, okay? So, we have learned some terms involved in change of state of matter. What are those terms? Melting, vaporization, condensation, and freezing, okay? Okay, what does mean by melting? Conversion of solid to liquid is called melting, okay? What is the example? Ice cube to water, okay? Conversion of solid to liquid is called melting. Example, ice cube to water, okay? And then vaporization, conversion of liquid to gas. Liquid to gas is called vaporization. What is the example? Formation of water vapors on heating water. Okay, formation of water vapor on heating water. Okay, and then the third term is condensation, is it? Condensation means conversion of vapor into liquid. Okay, conversion of vapor into liquid. So what is the example? Water vapor to water. Okay, and then freezing. What is meant by freezing? The process of conversion of liquid into solid, that is called melting. Okay, okay, what is the example? Water to ice. Okay, these are the things we have learned in this class, is it? Okay, now we'll see the classwork. Okay, these are the classwork you should write in your classwork notebook. Okay, take your classwork notebook, take your ink pen. Okay, copy down these, write fast. Okay, okay, have you all completed? Shall we read this? Choose the correct answer. First one, which one is the naturally occurring material? Okay, which is the naturally occurring material here? Petroleum. Okay, petroleum is the naturally occurring material. And then the state of matter which is no definite volume or shape is called gas. Okay, the state of matter which has no definite volume or shape is called no definite volume and no definite shape means that is gas. Okay, there are large intermolecular space in air. Okay, only in gas we have the large amount of intermolecular space. So the example of gas is air. Okay, so there are large intermolecular space in air. Okay, yes, have you all written? And then the next one, all kinds of matter occupy space and have a definite mass, is it? Ella matterkum space occupy pannu and then it has definite mass, is it? So that is the answer. All kinds of matter occupy space and have a definite mass. Okay, and then the next one, the process by which a solid changes into a liquid is called melting. Okay, the process by which a solid changes into liquid is called melting. Okay, the movement of atoms in gas is in gas random motion, is it? We have learned, is it? So random motion is the answer. Okay, the movement of atoms in gas is in random motion. Okay, okay, write fast. Okay children, have you all completed these 6 choose the correct answers? Okay, the next is answer briefly. Okay, explain the term matter. We have learned in the first class, is it? Anything that occupies space and has mass and is perceived by our senses is called matter, is it? If anything has space and if it has mass and if it is perceived by our senses is called matter, is it? Okay, write down. Write this in your classwork notebook. Write fast. Okay, have you all completed children? Okay, read it. Explain the term matter. Anything that occupies space and has mass and is perceived by our senses is called matter. Okay, learn this properly. Okay, this is the definition of matter, is it? Okay, the next question is what are the physical properties of matter? Okay, you have learned in the first class, is it? State, color, odor, density, solubility, melting point, boiling point, and then it has space and it has mass. Okay, okay, write first. Have you all completed children? Okay, read this. What are the physical properties of matter? Okay, what are the physical properties? State, color, odor, density, solubility, melting point, boiling point, and then space and mass. Okay, these are all the physical properties of matter. Okay, then the third question, explain the term interconversion of states of matter. I have already said, is it? Interconversion of states of matter means change of state of matter. Okay. Matter can change from one state to another state with the change in temperature and pressure. It is called interconversion or change of state of matter. Okay. Can you all repeat it? Matter can change from one state to another state with the change in temperature and pressure. That is called interconversion or change of state of matter. Okay, okay, write fast. Have you all completed, children? Again, read it. Explain the term interconversion of states of matter. Matter can change from one state to another state with the change in temperature and pressure. It's called interconversion or change of state of matter. Okay, have you all completed? And this is your next question. Okay, explain the following terms with reference to ice, water, water vapor. Okay, for the reference we are going to use ice, water and water vapor. Okay, and the first question is melting. Okay, what is meant by melting? Process of conversion of solid into liquid is called melting. Okay, denote that symbol as into. Okay, simply put into in that place. And what is the example? Ice cube to water. Okay, the process of conversion of solid to liquid is called melting. Okay, what is the example? Ice cube to water. Okay, and then vaporization, process of conversion of liquid into gas is called vaporization. Okay, process of conversion of liquid to gas into gas is called vaporization. What is the example? Formation of water vapor on heating water. Okay, write fast. Have you all completed, children? Okay, read this again. Explain the following terms with the reference to ice, water and water vapor. Okay, the first is melting, process of conversion of solid into liquid is called melting. Okay, example, ice cube to water. Okay, and then vaporization, the process of conversion of liquid into gas is called vaporization. Example, formation of water vapor on heating water. Okay, have you all completed? And about condensation and freezing, write fast. Have you all completed, children? Okay, read this. Condensation, process of conversion of gas into liquid is called condensation. Okay, process of conversion of gas into liquid is called condensation. Okay, example, water vapor to water. Okay, water vapor to water. Okay, and then freezing, process of conversion of liquid to solid is called freezing. Okay, process of conversion of liquid to solid is called freezing. Okay, example, water to gas. Okay, okay, have you all completed? Write your classworks neatly. Okay, use ink pens. Okay, with this we have completed this lesson. I will give you few more classworks. Okay, tomorrow also I will give you classwork for you. And then your homework is, this is your homework. Okay, fill the page number 11 and 12. Okay, there is some book activities, is it? There is, and in page number 9 also we have, is it? Page number 9, 11 and then 12. Okay, we have some book activities there. Okay, complete it. That is your homework. Okay, we will check the answers in the next class. Okay, complete this and then send it. Okay, in the next class I will give you the answers for all these. Okay, have you all understood, children? Thank you.